Hi, if you are listening to this, chances are you are a parent who has tried so many things. You have navigated countless therapies, sleepless nights, and meal times that feel like battlefields. You have read about the GAPS diet, maybe even tried a few recipes, but something hasn't quite clicked. You are looking for a clear path forward, not just more informations. Hello lovely parents, this is your dietitian and CGP Puja, and welcome back to my corner of the healing world. So today I want to talk to you about something very close to my heart, my 6 months customized GAPS diet program for autistic kids. I want to walk you through exactly what it is, why 6 months is the transformative time frame, and most importantly why a customized approach is not just a luxury but a necessity for your autistic child. Let me start with a truth I have witnessed hundreds of times in my practice. A generic protocol can give you a generic results, but your child is not generic. Their gut microbiome is as unique as their fingerprint, their sensory profile, their food aversions, their specific behavioral patterns, their sleep disturbances, their bowel habits, their level of detoxification capacity. All of this is a constellation that belongs only to them. This is why some parents start the GAPS diet with so much hope only to hit a wall. They follow a list from a book or an online forum, and when the die-off reaction is too strong or the child refuses to eat or constipation worsens, they feel like they have failed. They haven't failed. The approach simply wasn't tailored to their child's unique nervous system and gut ecology. My 6-month program is built on a foundational belief: healing is not a straight line, and it requires a map drawn specifically for the traveler. Over the next few minutes, I am going to show you that map, milestones by milestones, so you can understand the profound life-altering benefits that are possible when we get this right. So what exactly is this program? It is not a one-time consultation where I hand you a diet chart and send you on your way. It is a 6-month therapeutic partnership. It is a holding of hands through the most delicate phase of gut-brain healing. The program is structured around the full GAPS protocol, but we move at a pace dictated by your child's nervous system, not by a calendar. We begin with a comprehensive assessment that goes far beyond a food diary. I look at developmental history, antibiotic uses, birth history, current medications, stool analysis when available, sensory processing challenges, sleep pattern, and behavioral triggers. From this, I design a customized introduction diet or a transitional GAPS diet or a full GAPS diet, whatever it needs. This is critical. Many people rush into full GAPS with an abundance of fermented foods and bone broth and whatnot, and the child system burdened with entrenched dysbiosis and compromised detox pathways cannot handle the sudden die-off pathogenic bacteria and yeast. The result is a massive behavioral regression, increased stimming, aggression, or complete food refusal. We do not do this. We go slowly to go far. The first month or couple of months are what I call the foundational phase. This is about sealing and healing the gut lining, reducing inflammation, and establishing the nutritional baseline. We use very specific gentle foods, easily digestible meats, slow cooked vegetables, and carefully titrated amounts of probiotic rich juices, supplements rather than solid ferments. We are coaxing the enterocytes, the cells of the gut, to start repairing themselves. Months 3 and 4 are the deep healing phase. Now the gut barrier is beginning to strengthen and we can introduce a wider variety of nutrient-dense foods. This is also the phase where we actively support the liver and detoxification pathways if we haven't get to do it earlier phases. You will learn to read your child's signs. What is a healing reaction and what is a true intolerances? This is a skill I teach you. It's not something a general chart can tell you. Month 5 and 6 are the integration and thriving phase, the maintenance stage. By now, many children are tolerating a broad range of GAPS legal foods, including properly prepared nuts, seeds, and ghee. We work on building a sustainable long-term lifestyle. We address social situations like birthday, family gatherings, eating out. We discuss how to gradually expand the diet while maintaining the principles. This is the phase where the neurological benefits become strikingly apparent to everyone around the child, teachers, therapists, grandparents. The transformation is no longer just an internal subtle shift, it is visible and celebrated. Now let's go to the question every parent asks me. Puja, what will change? What benefit can I actually expect to see? I'll share the benefits in the order they often appear through every child's timeline is sacred and unique. The first benefit is digestive peace. This is the foundation upon which everything else is built. Within the first 4 to 8 weeks, the most common report I receive is this: my child is no longer in pain. For children who have lived with chronic constipation, chronic diarrhea, or that painful alternating pattern, the relief is profound. The distant belly goes down, they start passing well-formed easy stools, often for the first time in their lives. The abdominal discomfort and made them irritable and unable to focus dissipates. They sleep better because their bodies are not fighting a constant low-grade battle in their gut. Digestive peace is the first gift of a correctly managed introduction diet, and it is the signal that healing has truly begun. The second benefit is reduced sensory overload and self-injurious behavior. This is a benefit that brings tears to parents' eyes. As the gut heals, the toxic load from pathogenic microbes, the lipopolysaccharides, that Clostridia toxins stop flooding the bloodstream and crossing the blood-brain barrier. The brain's inflammatory fire begins to die down, and when that happens, the nervous system calms. Children who could not tolerate the sound of a vacuum cleaner or a sibling's cry start to find those noises less piercing. The child who banged their head against the wall or beat their own hands when overwhelmed starts to seek a cuddle instead. Self-injurious behavior often has a biochemical root in extreme internal discomfort and neurological inflammation. As we heal the gut, we are removing that root. I have seen non-verbal child who would scream for hours, simply sit peacefully and hum. This is not sedation, this is liberation. The third benefit, the emergence of language and communication. I want to speak about this carefully because no ethical practitioner can promise speech. What I can tell you from my clinical experiences and the documented evidence of the GAPS protocol is that many children make significant gains in communication. It might start with an improved eye contact, then the return of joint attention, pointing to show you something of interest, not just to get something they want. Then new sounds, then words, then phrases. Why does this happen? The brain is an energy hungry organ. When it is inflamed and bombarded with toxicity, higher order functions like speech are often deprioritized for the sake of survival. As the gut brain axis heals, the neurological bandwidth is restored. The child has the calm, focused energy to process language and attempt speech. For parents who have never heard their child say mama or I love you, this possibility, this earned hope is the reason a 6-month deep commitment is worth more than a year of scattered attempts. The fourth benefit, emotional regulation and the end of constant anxiety. Many autistic kids live in a state of profound sympathetic nervous system dominance, the fight or flight state. The gut dysbiosis is a constant alarm signal to the brain. They are not being difficult, they are trapped in a body that feels perpetually unsafe. On a customized GAPS program, as the microbiome shifts from pathogenic to beneficial, these alarm signals quiet down. Parents report fewer meltdowns, and when a meltdown does happen, the child recovers faster. They see genuine smiles, spontaneous affection, and a curiosity about the world that was previously blocked by anxiety. This is the child's true personality emerging from behind a fog of biochemical chaos. It is one of the most beautiful things I witnessed in my practice. The fifth benefit, cognitive clarity and learning readiness. Once the brain is nourished with the high density nutrition of the GAPS diet, the meat stock, the healthy fats, the organ meats, cleverly hidden in meals, something remarkably happens. The child starts to unlock concepts that took months to teach suddenly click. A child who couldn't sit for a minute starts engaging in a puzzle for 10. Teachers and therapists report a new presence. The brain is finally getting the raw material it needs to build myelin, to balance neurotransmitters, to support mitochondrial function. A healthy gut creates a hearing-ready brain. These benefits transform not just the child's present, but their entire future trajectory. Now you might be thinking, Puja, can I not do this myself? There are so many resources online, and you can. Many parents start there, but let me share with you why a customized program under clinical supervision is not just helpful, but critical, especially for our autistic kids. The first reason is safety and preventing the dreaded healing crisis. When pathogenic bacteria and yeast die off, they release toxins in a child with a sluggish detoxification pathway. A common issue in autism, the liver can become overwhelmed. This leads to a severe worsening of symptoms called a healing crisis. I have seen it. Children screaming, hitting, completely regressing because the detox was too intense. A customized protocol manages this. I know exactly when to introduce a detox bath, for example, when to use a binder like activated charcoal or bentonite clay, when to pull back on probiotics, and when to give the body a rest. You cannot get that from a generic online plan. That judgment comes from years of clinical experiences. I protect your child from unnecessary suffering while still progressing towards healing. The second reason is navigating nutritional deficiencies safely. Autistic children often have extremely limited diets. When you start removing their few safe processed foods, you are entering a nutritional danger zone if not done correctly. I calculate the macro and micronutrient intake to ensure there are no gaps. I know how to sneak liver into meatballs without detection, how to craft a smoothie that delivers a therapeutic dose of essential fats and minerals, how to ensure adequate caloric intake for a child who is already underweight and picky. A cookie-cutter GAPS diet can lead to weight loss, nutrient deficiencies, and a new set of problems. My customized plan ensures your child is nourished while they are being healed. The third reason, and perhaps the most deeply personal, is managing sensory-based food refusal. An autistic child's refusal to eat is not just stubbornness. It is often a complex interplay of sensory processing disorder, oral motor challenges, and gut pain. I provide a parallel track of sensory food play and desensitization exercises that run alongside the dietary changes. We work with the sensory system, not against. This is the missing piece for many families who try the diet alone. They are left with a child who simply will not eat the food, and the entire protocol collapses. My program interacts with feeding therapy principles with the GAPS protocol for a truly holistic approach. Finally, there is this reason for the parent as co-healer. When you join my 6-month program, I am not just treating your child, I am mentoring you. The emotional toll on parents is immense. You need someone to tell you that a bad week is not permanent failure. You need someone to adjust the protocol when you travel or when your child gets fever, you need to be seen and held in this journey. This therapeutic alliance between practitioner and parent is a healing force in itself. It prevents the burnout and the quit moment that happens so often when parents go do it alone. You are not alone. You have a guide who has walked this path successfully with hundreds of families. So I can sit here all day and share clinical mechanisms with you. I can talk about enteric nervous systems and zonulin proteins and mitochondrial biogenesis. But in the end, what truly matters, what reaches the heart of a parent searching for answers at 2 a.m. is a story, a real story of a mother or a father who has exactly where you are now. And so, instead of me telling you another success story, I want you to hear directly from a parent who walked through this pathway of journey with me. Someone who had the same fears, the same skepticism, and the same desperate hope. Please listen to her words. Listen for the small everyday food miracles she describes. The fast, stress-free meal plan, perhaps the fast, peaceful sleep, the fast, genuine, happy, and actively growing kid, joyful love, family bonding. This is why I do what I do. This is why the 6-month Customized GAPS program exists.
This part of your review, maybe some portion will be channelized on our GAPS community or maybe on my social handle so that it's kind of a review from other parents' point of understanding so that how exactly things are doing. So the time is going right now. So please let me know in your way how exactly you felt after following the diet and after you are done with the introduction diet, what you think is good, what do you think is bad, what do you think is the customized thing is working, and how exactly you think I am kind of able to help you.
hmm So I think, overall, the introduction diet went pretty well for us. Overall, I think because we started full gaps, we did 3 months of that, and then we went into intro. Um, uh, Anything to work on. I mean, you just have to kind of go through it and then you kind of figure out, trial and error, how best to do everything. So I think the best thing that really helped was meal prepping, keeping everything pureed and that really made a lot of stuff easy. It's going to be hard, but I think again, doing full gaps first and then going into intro was the best thing ever that we did. Um, and I think it really I really like the diet chart that you made and the customization, because I didn't it took the guesswork out of like, okay, how much do I give him? How much grams and stuff? Because I honestly, I feel like I would have just given him. I would have just under portioned all of his meats. But I knew I had to meet. I need someone to tell me exactly how much I'm supposed to give him every day. So that really helped out a lot. And it was just really good to like have you along the way to like, because the symptoms are just very scary sometimes. The way the irritability goes and the insomnia and the kind of sensitivity that he had with his stomach. So it was good to just kind of have someone to talk it through with. Overall, I think it went pretty well. I mean, I think the biggest thing was also just kind of knowing exactly what I was supposed to give him, and along with doing full gaps before. So I think that really, really helped out. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. And what you think, like how satisfied you are with the support or with the help that I
I was very
like.
satisfied because I messaged you all the time. I was very satisfied. I mean, that's what I need. I mean, it's just kind of scary, like you kind of going through this all alone. So no, I was very happy.
So do you think that I kind of pull it through as your accountability partner in this journey of your gaps?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. He did. Yep, for sure.
So how likely you are kind of like, trying to say to the other parents in case if they are wondering whether to do that with the customization for their
I
kids.
think I would recommend, yeah, like it's not mentioned a lot. I mean, there's the Dr. Natasha's book's great, but it just really helps to like work with a coach, because I like this was because the book only tells you so much, and the book doesn't customize for my kid, for his age, his size, and
Correct.
everything. So again, I didn't think my child needed this much protein, but according to your diet chart, he did. And I think that's the only thing that's kind of like kept him, like he didn't lose too much weight or anything. Because again, you can lose weight on this diet too. So, and so I think it's good because a lot of the Facebook pages I follow, they're like, oh, only start giving I would only give a tablespoon of stock a day. But that's like, from doing your customization, that's not good. It's 1 tablespoon's nothing. And some people, and I think that the best thing about the diet chart is also that um, a lot of these Facebook pages, I mean, what scared me and why I got a diet coach, to be honest, I saw pages that said they had their kids on 15 months of introduction. I do not want to put them on 15 months of introduction diet or 2 years. I mean, there's parents that were doing introduction for a very long time. I really just wanted introduction to be a month. Like that's miserable for him and me. So I think that it was good to have someone who's gone through this with other clients and knows it's worked out for other clients. So it should work for my kid too. So again, I couldn't have done this for a whole year of introduction. I think I would have gone crazy, and he would have too, because it does get kind of boring at the end. So I'm just excited to go on to the next phase. Yeah, I think he will be too.
Okay, perfect. So, though as we already know that we need to work more on this, our phase of GAPS diet. So it's only been 1.5 months is done. So yeah, so still a long way to go, but we are doing good. Once the starting is good, and it's a belief like once the starting is good, the ending should be also good. Okay.
Yeah.
So with that positive note, I am.
That's just Meet, a doctor, a mom of two beautiful kids, pulling out the GAPS diet with ease, and I am so proud of her. Hearing that, you feel the truth of it, don't you? This is not about a diet, this is about reclaiming a child's potential. It's about giving a family back the rhythm, its peace, its future. The 6-month Customized GAPS Diet Program is an investment of time, energy, and love. It is not always easy. There will be hard days, but with the right guidance, with a protocol and strategy that respects your child's unique body and nervous system, the hard days are stepping stones, not stop signs. If what I have started today has resonated with you, if you feel that quiet pull in your heart that says this is the path for us, I invite you to reach out. Let us have a conversation. Let us see if you are a good fit for this transformative work together. How to reach me? Links are given below. You haven't exhausted all options. The most powerful root cause approach may be the one you are just now truly understanding. Your child is not broken, their body is asking for a very specific kind of help, and with a customized GAPS approach, we can give it. Thank you for spending this time with me. May your journey be blessed with patience, with small victories, and with the profound unfolding miracle of healing. And let's celebrate that together. I am Puja again, your clinical dietitian and CGP, signing off here, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.